Just last year, there were over 3.8 million babies born in the United States. According to the Washington Post, that number is lower than in previous years. However, more babies are being born with issues at birth, such as a low birth weight and being born early. In the United States, 8.27% of babies, that is 320,000 of them, were born with a low birth rate, and in Oklahoma, 7.9% of babies, which is about 4,000, were born with a low birth weight. Helping mothers have healthy children is the first step to creating healthy kids. And the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development says the United States has one of the highest rates of low birth weight in the world. What is a low birth weight? A low birth weight is a child being born at term with a weight of 5.5 pounds or lower. Oklahoma's done good with our rate of low birth weights dropping to below 8%. However, like stated before, it's still 4,000 babies born weighing less than 5.5 pounds. Babies that are born at a low birth rate have a higher risk of running into developmental delays. Also, they can have short-term and long-term disabilities that are more prevalent in the infant if they are born with a low birth rate. These issues can be ongoing for years and years, and they could have an effect on the child's entire life. The developmental issues aside, having a low birth weight increases the risk of death within the first year of life. This means that low birth weight is an issue of life or death for some of these children, so steps need to be taken in order to reduce and eliminate that risk if possible. The first step to reducing the number of babies born with low birth weight is to identify the cause of the problem. A lot of modern studies have linked smoking while pregnant as a catalyst for the birth rate to be low. Expectant mothers who smoke while pregnant are twice as likely to deliver children with low birth weights than mothers who don't smoke. This isn't the only factor in low birth weight, but it is a significant one, and it is one that is preventable. Other causes of low birth weight are related to health issues out of the mother's control, such as high blood pressure, among things. It's important to realize that because of these other factors, it's impossible to completely eliminate low weight births. However, we can reduce the rate by eliminating the external factors. Oklahoma has taken some steps in order to reduce the amount of smoking during pregnancy. There are free programs in Oklahoma to help you quit smoking, and the legislature did attempt to add a fine to cigarettes. However, the Supreme Court denied it, but that was because of another thing, not because the fine itself was constitutional. The timing was bad, and the rule of the legislature is you cannot make any revenue laws within last week's session, and that was when that law came through. The programs that are available right now may not appear to those who need it because the people that need it are of varying socioeconomic backgrounds, which means that they might not have as easy access to the advertising that shows you that those resources are available. Another step that could be taken in order to boost awareness is to target pregnant women, which in itself doesn't sound like a great thing, but maybe people don't know, and they need to know that the dangers to your children are more prevalent if you are smoking while you are pregnant. Campaigns highlighting the assistance specifically towards pregnant women could be beneficial, and it could also be beneficial to offer some sort of incentive for an expectant mother to complete successfully the program. Low birth weight is something that we could only eliminate if we lived in a perfect world where no one had health issues. However, because we live in a world where not everyone is healthy, that's impossible. What we have to do is work to educate mothers-to-be on the dangers of continuing behaviors that could harm their unborn child. If effective, programs that are currently active could become more valuable. Creating other resources and incentives could bump up the number of women willing to give up their habit. With effort and work, we could continue to lower the numbers and help set the precedent for the rest of the country to do better. And that's incredibly important for these children who are being brought into this life and who need our protection and our help.